Hi friends! So in today's video we're going to find out what is the Iron Curtain. So from the name itself you can realize an Iron Curtain, what really is that? I mean, like, there's no such thing as a real Iron Curtain. So what is the Iron Curtain? See, it's actually a concept in the Cold War. See, during the Cold War, Europe was divided into two. The Eastern Bloc containing the communists and the Western Bloc containing the capitalists. I made a video about the Cold War, so you better check that out to get more info. But what happened was, there was a clear wall between both of these blocks. They didn't want people from one side to get to the other and from the other to go to the other side, as they feared it would corrupt both of the nations. And since both of them were scared of the other, they decided to stop all communications with the other side. So they started building a wall, the Iron Curtain, a network of walls, fences, and heavily manned borders along the edges of the Eastern Bloc and the Western Bloc. Of course, this is known as the Iron Curtain, mainly because, well, you couldn't know what's happening on the other side. It was made out of iron, and there were so many soldiers manned on the border that you can't actually get to the other side even if you wanted to. You needed a permit. So, like, the Iron Curtain was most used in Germany, the Berlin Wall, the wall which separates Berlin into two. See, the Berlin Wall was made to make sure that no one from East Berlin would make it to West Berlin, or vice versa, because East Berlin was controlled by the Soviets, while West Berlin was controlled by all the other countries, the Western Bloc. So to prevent that, they made the blockade of Berlin. I already said that in my previous video. From 1947 to 1949, they prevented any goods from East Germany reaching to West Berlin. This actually led to a famine, but thankfully the western side airlifted supplies to West Berlin. And in 1949 the blockade was lifted, but the wall was still to be there. It was there up to 1990 when Germany was reunified. When it was reunified, Berlin was once again into one piece. And one of the main symbols of German reunification is the destruction of the Berlin Wall. Really, protesters took hammers and other tools and started dismantling the walls. Today you can go to Berlin and find some remains of the walls are still left, though most of it had been destroyed in 1990 to make sure that both the sides of the capital were once again together. The Iron Curtain only existed in Europe, even though there were many other similar things happening in many other countries, like the border between North Korea and South Korea, which still is heavily manned to this day. But the Iron Curtain is special because, well, you could cross it, hypothetically. See, I forgot to mention this in my last video, but for a short period of time, people could leave communist Hungary and go to capitalist Austria, effectively escaping the Iron Curtain. See, because of a law that the USSR passed, no one from the eastern side could go over to the western side. But there was a certain gap between the wall between Hungary and Austria. Hungary was a communist country and Austria was a capitalist country. So people could hypothetically just, well, plan on going to Hungary on vacation. Like, you could do that. It was perfectly legal to go to other communist countries. You could go to Hungary on a holiday, go through the gap in the wall, reach Austria, then live in Austria for the rest of your lives, free of the worry of censorships or shootings. See, this wall was actually so huge that thousands of people migrated to Hungary in like a vacation and never came back. They just stayed in Austria. So that's the Iron Curtain. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Please like, share and subscribe. Bye.